3, 2, 1, go!
And this is a very familiar scene. Now, in the last match that we had, we did use up most of the cones in this autonomous. And considering what happened in the last match as well, every cone counts, not only for being on the field, but the configuration that they're on as well. That looks favorable for Red Alliance.
Driver,
but blue is not too far behind.
3, 2, 1.
$17,962. Our row 2 D2 going to capture that junction in the left, and they capture the other one. So the name of the game is, how can we capture these junctions? How can we place these cones on top of the other alliance's colors? And we are seeing a lot of excitement. 14,361 placing that cone for the Blue Alliance back on. It doesn't stay there long, but they know that they're going to come back one more time to continue to place cones. Also, we are going to be seeing certain cones being held back for endgame, so there will come a time that we expect that this might slow down a little. And we have 8365 Gearmasters putting that other cone on for the Blue Alliance. We have 50 seconds left in the match. And now we have a junction that is getting dangerously high. We can see where we're going from now. And it looks like the robots are going to be resting up, picking up cones gingerly, but resting up until endgame, which will be just in a few seconds. We are in endgame now. 19043 has theirs. And we have a junction on the ground from 17962 Red Alliance. This is a thrilling end with 10 seconds left in the match. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have all 4 beacons capped. We have a junction on the ground. This is still anybody's game.
Scores are up, and here we go. Whoever wins this match will win. Semi-final number 1 has been won by the Blue Alliance, Alliance number 4, with a score of 260 to 213. Biggest difference there, the penalty points, of course, and that was due to that one junction that is now on the ground. So once again, match 4, Blue Alliance wins. Congratulations, however, to Team 17,962, 16,379, and Team 19,043, comprising of Alliance number 1, for their fantastic performance for the teams individually as well as a group here today.
Well, Abbas, don't say anything can't happen here, because of the MTI, the number 4 Alliance has moved on. What a climb all the way through the semifinals, as they're going to face the number 2 Alliance in finals as well, too. Some unfortunate circumstances as well, of course, for number 1 Alliance. But let's break down this match. Talk to me about what happened.
Yeah, so obviously the elephant in the room is right at that 21 seconds at the end of the game, but I want to start from the beginning, because I think both of these alliances, as they go into finals, there's a lot to see here. So first of all is the decision of, again, which autos to run. I think the number 1 Alliance really made a gutsy move here in having Silas run that high junction autonomous. They knew that Gearmasters was going to run mid junction, so Silas would have complete reign of that high junction in the back. This was a huge lead for the Red Alliance. They ended 40 points up in the autonomous period, 100 to 60, and then I think it was 63 points as soon as that teleop period started, and a couple of those cones got counted again.
Yeah, I totally thought after auto, I have to admit, I'm like, I don't know how Blue's going to make a comeback. for something like this, and sometimes just pure grit. Sometimes things happen in your favor. Talk to me about what went on in this one.
Yeah, so another thing I want to talk about, just a little detail that I thought was really clever, is Row 2 D2 right here about right around now in the beginning of the match. They're going to upright a cone, I believe I saw. We'll see if it happens here. Maybe it's coming up soon, but they had some really fantastic driving that I thought, yeah, right here we'll see on screen, just lean forward, pick that up, and carry on like it never happened. That's why they were the #1 seed, undefeated, only team at MTI. Really fantastic play for them. Just wanted to point that out. Another thing I wanted to point out, 91 seconds into the match, you already have 20 cones scored on the Red Alliance, 18 on the Blue Alliance, and it was at 70 seconds when that Red Alliance decided to wait and not do any more cones. Now, that was really, really interesting. And again, it seems like 24 cones, 6 cones left plus the beacons is that sweet spot that teams are aiming for. We'll see if the Wolfpack Alliance is going to change it up, or that #4 Alliance, they'll pull out some tricks, see if they'll change it up. But right now, 24 cones, leaving 6 and then 2 beacons seems to be what all these teams like doing. And, obviously it's worked well. So now going into 60 seconds, I want to point out another thing right around here in the back between Silas and Gear Masters. We see another just instance of chicken up in the top corner. They're going to go back and forth. Who's going to play on that junction? Again, thought that was just a little moment that teams need to watch out for. They need to make sure they're coming out on top in every single one of those interactions if they want to win the whole Maryland Tech Invitational. Now, 45 seconds left. As I mentioned, right here you'll see 24 cones by either alliance. That's all there's going to be, and then they're going to wait 15 seconds before they start placing more cones in that end game. Now, I feel like it wouldn't be fair to end this match without talking about the moment. We don't want to show it too many times, but right here, 21 seconds, that's where it happens. Row 2 D2 going for that junction. I mean, there's just so many cones up there already, and then just one wrong move really didn't turn for them. Really unfortunate, but such an amazing team. I'm sure next year they're going to come back and they'll do even better.
I know you say you don't want to relive it. I think we have to look at that one more time as it came down to that. I mean, it is so unfortunate. I feel, you feel that heartbreak as it goes through. All of us have been on drag teams before as we went through this, and we know what that feels like, what that gut feeling is like, and it's so unfortunate for that team.
I'll tell you what was going through my mind when I saw Row 2 going with that beacon up there. I was like, oh, this is so clever. A beacon, that's the last thing you're ever going to place on that junction, basically guarantees it's upright. What I didn't consider is, if it's the beacon that knocks it over, then it's game over. But Wolfpack, Wolfpack and the rest of their alliance, they're definitely going to be looking at this match, seeing what they can take away from it, trying to take it. But, #4 alliance, especially with that snake draft, so strong. This could be a toss-up.